Welcome to the 187th edition of Make Pro Wrestling Majestic Again. I am Tiger Height.
I don't have anything for today.
You are Peanut Gallery.
Yes, I am Peanut Gallery, but I didn't have any quips. I always make little quips.
Oh,
but
anyway, so this is the show before WrestleMania.
Yes.
We will be covering WrestleMania. It will come out later, so don't worry.
Yes, but it'll just be WrestleMania.
Yes, it'll just be WrestleMania unless something absolutely enormously catastrophic happens.
Like AEW.
Yes.
But that always happens. That's always a
So
catastrophe.
let's get into some drama, and we will have a video presentation because
Yay.
I think I have to have a conversation with you about concussions
Yay.
and why they are a problem. Now, let's start off humorously with
that is fantastic.
with a funny picture.
I think every single day he just gets smaller and smaller.
I thought this was funny, and then this one was also pretty funny. It was a still shot of Mike Bailey kicking Ricochet, and it's a perfect shot. It's really good. Now we're going to get into something a little more serious, and that is the death of Kevin Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, for some reason, thought that me talking about his death was exploiting his death, which was really weird. Now, if you don't know who Kevin Castle is, he and Don Tony had their show still was going on, but they started talking about wrestling in a podcasting capacity in like 1997.
Jesus.
They are pioneers, like literally the first people to sort of be like these independent people talking about wrestling. Every content creator should at least have passing knowledge of who Don Tony and Kevin Castle are.
Yes.
There has been more information about what happened to Kevin Castle. His shoot brother did a Twitter Spaces. I did not listen to it. I got busy. But to what I saw from others is that it was illness related. Cancer, I've heard cancer a couple of times, but I'm not going to necessarily say for sure on what it is. It sucks. It's a travesty to the promotion. I recommend listening to the older shows of Don Tony and Kevin Castle and share them some love. I think they are going through a lot based on the 30 years that they've been doing the show very early on. And I think everybody should at least have an understanding on how they've done it. I personally listened to Don Tony and Kevin Castle's show when I was in college. That's when I was first introduced to them, like really early. And may he rest in peace. And my condolences go out to Don Tony, the other family and friends of Kevin Castle.
Okay.
Now we're going to get into something more serious.
You think this is funny?
You
think this is funny?
Yeah.
This is not funny.
Yeah. I don't know Tony Khan by like person.
Right,
I'm sure
know on a personal
I'm sure he's fine. He might be a little coked up, but he's fine. This, at the end of the day, is wrestling.
Yes.
This is not acceptable behavior. It's like, well, it's so edgy. It's like edgy shit that was like maybe cool in 1997 is kind of cringe now.
Yeah.
No, this is not acceptable behavior. If you have to criticize Tony Khan and his booking style, keep it to that because that's probably the extent of how you know him.
Let's not send death threats to Tony Khan.
Yeah.
That is not an acceptable thing.
No, it is not. Here is another thing that I think every wrestling journalist should 100% do every time. So, PWN Reports broke the story that Kevin Owens needed neck surgery before his segment.
Right before he was given the opportunity to do so.
Yes. It was a big thing, and this is how you deal with this. An apology publicly that we got it wrong, or not necessarily got it wrong, but we did not intend to do this before Kevin Owens had the opportunity to do so. He believed that it happened already, so it was already done there. It's a perfect explanation on how to do this. And I think every journalist, not just pro wrestling, but in general, if you get something wrong, if you do something that's off kilter, if you break a story before somebody else could do it, who deserves to do it first, this is how you do it. It's a perfect representation of exactly what it was. I have enormous amount of respect for this journalist for doing the right thing, and it was great.
Yeah.
I want to highlight good stuff. It's drama related, but it's good drama related.
Right.
And that's what I like to do. And then we have Deep Free or whatever his name is making fun of Jordan Grace because Jordan Grace tried to do a tope suicida and her feet got caught on the ropes. Okay, so here's a couple of things. Number one, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Number two, I see you reporting my video on TikTok there, boyo. I put in an appeal. I had to re-upload it 5 times because you keep reporting it because, it's so bullying. You know what? Fuck you. Number 3, this shit happens. It's wrestling. Mistakes are going to happen. I didn't even notice there was a problem.
Right.
A, because I was vaguely paying attention at this point. I don't sit there and literally eyes glued the entire time. I have things to do as well. I listen to the results, listen to the crowd. I'll look over at it. That's how I do my reviews. But I'm going to say this really quick, and that is Kylie Rae's response, because it was bad.
Right.
And here's why. I hate this argument so much, and I don't care who it is. Just because the person does not get in the ring doesn't mean they can't criticize.
Right.
I am not a director, but there are movies that I like and that I don't like. I am not an actor, but there are actors and actresses that I think are better than others. You do not have to be a competitor, actor, director, etc. to criticize it publicly. You don't
have to do that.
Peanut Gallery is a writer. He has written books. He does our Make Pro Wrestling Majestic Again website. I am an artist. I paint and draw for a living. I don't tell anybody to pick up a pencil or start typing on a computer to skirt away from criticism.
Right.
This is so thin-skinned and stupid, I can't describe it. The sentiment is in the right place, but it's the wrong argument to make. You don't do this. This is not acceptable.
You don't have to,
Now, let's get into the final part, and that is our friend Hook.
Yay, Hook.
My video has gone semi-viral. I think before, last time I checked, it was sitting at 200,000 views.
Okay.
8,000 comments or something like that. So it's doing really well. My criticism was of the concussion. I don't care what you say. This is a concussion.
Yes.
Dave Meltzer is not a fucking doctor. I will barely describe him as a journalist.
Yes.
He sucks the cock of Tony.
Yes.
That's all he does.
Yes. He sucks Tony's cock.
So whatever you fucking say, this is a concussion.
Yes.
I have had concussions. Our parents have over 60 years of first responder experience between them. I showed them this footage. They knew something was wrong.
There was something wrong with that man.
So now, through the benefit of obviously AEW putting this out, we're going to watch it together.
Yay.
We're not watching the whole match.
No, we're just going to watch the part where he gets concussed.
Now, I don't know when that happened.
Oh, you don't know when that happened?
No. Now, I'm going to... we're really just going to see mannerisms right now. Because there were a couple of moves there. Like I said, I'm just not sure what happened here.
Right.
So this is at the end of the match. By the way, the production is terrible. So we see the tap out. He moves. You can tell immediately that something is wrong.
Right.
Hook is slouched over. Did you see how slowly he was moving?
Yep.
He's being weirdly careful.
Right.
The referee is checking.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give Bryce Rensburg credit that he is checking Hook right now.
Look at this Shibata still with the grip on Jon Moxley. He's fading. Samoa Joe.
All right, so there's a little bit of puke right now. So this is puke number 1. And now Joe is checking on him too. But you can tell he's like, look at how he's moving. Look at how slow he's reacting.
Right.
and his arm is still up. This guy is out to lunch.
Yeah, there's something wrong with this man.
Let's just hit him in the back of the goddamn head.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm going to at least say Wheeler Yuta is hitting him in the shoulder.
Yeah.
I think Wheeler knows something is wrong.
Right.
Claudio just, the veteran, kicking him right in the fucking head.
Yep.
And instead of, doing this move to somebody else because clearly Hook is hurt,
Right.
let's just do this to him. This guy has a concussion. All right, and there's puke number 2. Yep, there it is.
This is horrible. Oh no, he's thinking neutralizer onto the... No,
Right on the...
God.
Do we really need it? This is how you do a Chris Benoit. This is how you get this situation.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Come on, people.
You could have done 20 other things.
You could have done this to another wrestler.
Yes, you could have said, throw Hook out of the ring. He's hurt.
Right.
Where's Katsuyori Shibata would have been fine.
Where's
Samoa Joe would have been fine.
Right.
You could have just nixed the spot. He didn't have to happen like this.
Right. Where's the referee?
He checked him once. It's like, okay, let's go. The ref's responsibility is to make sure these people are fine. And I saw this comment too, which was even dumber. Hook probably said he was fine. Okay. You don't take somebody who clearly has a concussion to task.
Right. You don't.
The referee has to use his discretion to make sure that the performers are safe.
There's a reason that they will call an audible. Like, there is a reason that they will do that.
Right. Clearly, something was wrong immediately.
Right.
Hook was puking before Wheeler knew it, the ref knew it, Samoa Joe knew it. Nobody between those three is helping this guy.
No.
What the fuck is going on? This is when I get pissed.
Right.
Like,
it's just egregious, gross mismanagement.
Not thinking on the fly, not protecting your people. I mean, this is the stuff that gets CTE. This is exactly what happens.
Right.
You continue to hit the guy in the fucking head. You hit a neutralizer. Well, it's in the stomach. His head is still crashing down.
Right.
And I saw another thing too. Well, what about The Miz at WrestleMania? What move was hit on The Miz after he was concussed?
Right.
Because his concussion happened when John Cena speared Miz. Mm-hmm. His head bounced off of the ground. Mm-hmm. He was concussed there. That was number one. That was the end of that match.
Right.
Number 2, The Rock hit Cena with the move, and The Miz rolled in and pinned.
Right.
The Miz was not in any predicament at all. And I rewatched that match because I'm like, that's so stupid. What is your excuse now? What is your fucking excuse now?
Right.
This is ridiculous.
Yep.
And I hope to God my shit continues to go as viral as it has, because this shit is unfucking acceptable.
No.
At this day and age, we know so much more about head injuries.
Yeah.
This is not acceptable.
No.
At this point, this company should be shut the fuck down.
Oh, yeah. Regulator. I mean, there has to be some sort of
where
accountability.
This is so dumb. Yep. Where is it? And there's nobody writing articles. I think Dave Meltzer said, "Oh, he wasn't a concussion." What else could have done this?
Right.
What else? If he was sick before, he should have not been in the match in the fucking first place. Hook is hurt. And it's not just the puking. It's the movement, how slow he was. Mm-hmm. Everything about it was the problem. You people are morons. And I swear to God, it's going to take somebody to die in this dumbass company again for you idiots to get a fucking clue. Because now I'm pissed. Now, that was it for drama. Peanut Gallery, we have some news.
We do.